we're live. Hey there, viewers, and welcome back to what? W.U.T. What's Up Thursday. The first ever What's Up Thursday, kind of like What's Up Wednesday, but on a Thursday. We're now live. Let me get all my stuff clicking over here that needs to be clicked. I was not feeling like some What's Up Wednesday yesterday, I'll tell you what. I got to get some stuff adjusted on my screen. How are things out in the World Wide Web? Are we coming in loud and clear? Got my coffee. Way overfilled it. Had to put it on a paper plate. Otherwise, I won't spill it. Let's see. A day late and $1 short. Sorry, my wife. Now the plate sticks to it. And if anybody knows where in the heck Ashfart, Germany is, let me know. It's a German joke. I'm whipped. I'm tired. I've got a 100-calorie pack of cashew almonds and dried cranberries. What else did I find? A blueberry fig bar is what I'll be enjoying tonight. Busy. It has been. Oh, it's like a Fig Newton. I guess it is. Fruited cake. So we'll wait for the folks to join us. We do have some mail call going on up in here. The compressor is off. The furnace is off. The doors are locked, and I believe I took the phone off the hook. At least I hope I did. Turn it up Thursday. Tut. So I'm just going to take a minute here, kind of unwind from the day. We've got so much going on. It has turned into like big job engine week. It's like engine, got to, what we got over there? Oh, that's an old transmission. I got to get rid of that thing. They never picked up the core. Got an engine sitting over there by the forklift. 2012 Subaru, chain drive, 2.0. And what happened to that? The guy took it in. So he tells me he took it in for the valve spring recall at Subaru, and then drops it off. They do the valve springs, whatever the recall work was, picks it up, drives it, and the thing starts hammering like motor's knocking. Takes it back. They look at it. They completely disassemble the thing and tell him the rod bearings are wiped out of it. And they were going to fix it for like $5,800, something like that. And he's like, well, it doesn't make sense. You know, a car's only got 100, 102, 103,000 miles on it, something like that. And so anyhow, we picked up a used engine, which the used engines on the 2.0s are relatively inexpensive in comparison to its counterpart, the EJ25, which are like ridiculously expensive used. So we got a used engine with 51,000 on it. Complete, because his engine is now on the back seat. They just threw it all in the car. It looks like the radiator's on the bottom of the pile, so hopefully the radiator is good. But anywho, that's the story on that. So I got to put an engine in that. I got the 2.7, the Charger, got that all wrapped up, put a couple cam chain tensioners on that. We got a 3.8 over there with the heads off it. And we got a 5.3 that the camshaft is smoked out of. Chevrolet. And it's burning oil, so that needs an engine. Awesome. So that's that. Amongst the 100 brake jobs a week. Yesterday was brake job. They got mountain rotors over there. Yesterday it's like everything brakes. Do I ever do remote diagnostics for the launch X431 repair with customers? I do not, Alfred. Considering none of my customers, I shouldn't say most of them don't, none of my customers have an X431 torque or an Autel that where you can do the peer-to-peer type service with. So to answer that, no, I haven't. I have done just like messing around with Keith. He'll be down in Staten Island. We'll log into each other's scan tool, kind of poke around, but it's pretty sketchy. It doesn't really work that well. I don't know if I've done it on the Autel or not. They've got that peer-to-peer option also. Haven't used that function a lot, no. And a lot of times too, where he is, might have like sketchy internet service because he's, out on the road and, tethering from his phone. So that could, play a factor into it. But I've never had it work great. Yeah, I've got a couple used hubcaps for a Ford Ranger, Dan. If you want some slightly dented, fixable. I forgot the Ford Ranger series is out, isn't it? The big 3-parter. And I don't know why I call it a full brake job, because I don't think in part 3 there's any brakes action at all. It's like spark plugs and gas filter, and then there's some bonus footage in part 3 from another video that never made it to a video that's inserted into that video. Some straight up Matrix stuff happening there. I don't know. I made those videos a while ago. And that's kind of funny because I was reading through some of the comments this morning, and people are quite concerned that, because we have green cans, and in that video there was a black can, and like, what's going on? Is he lying to us? It's kind of interesting, the subtle things that people will pick up on with total disregard that the fact that the video could be months old. Anyhow, that's just something that I've noticed. Uh-oh, Flat Rate Master throwing down some muscle. That reminds me. Oh, Mike, the Flat Rate Master, Blue Wrench there. He's down south. And he got a car from New York. I don't know whether Malibu or Impala or something. He's in a picture of it. He was sending a bunch of angry faces in the text also. He gets a New York car with an EVAP code. And he's like sending pictures of the rocker panels and stuff. I thought it was hilarious because I'm like, what, dude, that's easy. And he wasn't struggling with the diagnosis, obviously, but it's just, I imagine once you work on, like nice clean cars, and then something pulls into your shop from New York, you don't even know how to put it on a lift. I just thought it was funny. Laugh at him, Good old Rust. But that transmission, that's a 6-speed out of a Honda Accord. 3rd gear synchronizers blown out of it, of course, like they all are, which isn't usually a huge deal. But that one had some catastrophic failure. Something come unscrewed and cut loose and kaboom. Yeah, Rust is life, man. But I just can't imagine what it'd be like to be Mike, down south, Flat Rate mastering it, and then some freaking New York junker comes rolling in. This has got to make your, he should have just pawned it off on somebody else. Yeah, I don't know, TDM. Never been to Scotland. So I don't know if New York is worse or the Scottish Islands, but you got to do pretty good to beat our cars rust-wise. When we're taking 10-year-old vehicles to the crusher because they're just spanked. And nobody really wants to do anything. Nobody's really as proactive as you think they would be, which is kind of baffles me a little bit. And I don't know, in their defense, I was pretty ignorant to the, the snake oils and stuff also. Of course, until I found what works and what works well. So, yeah, we do need a sound effect for the fluid film, like, some sheep. Good old fluid film. Fantastic stuff. Crown T40. I burned through this stuff by the case, man. Crown, fluid film. Love it. Yeah, we didn't get a ton of snow last night. I don't know, like maybe 6 inches. And then it was pretty decent out today. I think I was like 29, so a lot of that melted. Or a lot of the stuff that was exposed. So there's that. Oh, there's JC Smith up in here, Ford man. Yep. I guess the good thing about rust, if there is a good thing, which there's not much, it causes me a lot of heartache, a lot of grief, arthritis, swearing, tool throwing, crap in the eyes, cuts, stuff like that. But the good thing is we get to see later model cars because cars are junk so quickly. So I'm not, I see guys, they comment like, oh, I worked on a, 1990 something or 1980 something. I'm like, Oh man, that's very diversified. If you're working on, let's say, 7 or 8 different product lines all the way back to the 80s, you have to be a pretty well-rounded guy to, to keep up. I mean, I know it's just nuts and bolts and, cars are cars and engines are engines and all that stuff, but, knowing all the different systems, and I'm not saying that I know everything that I work on, but having a little bit of a basis is, how, old Ford distributors work and this and that, and, feedback carburetors. And no way, man, I'm glad our stuff hits the crusher because you just forget about it. An 83 CJ8 is rust-free, Ben. Call me. I will buy that. I would love to have another scrambler, Ben. You better not be on here just jerking my chain. Oh, I couldn't imagine finding a rust-free scrambler. When I bought my 81, I was bound and determined not to put a tub on it. And I had so much money into that. I had an insane amount of money into that thing. Just to say it's the original tub. No, like this much of it was original. Do I want a GoPro camera? Probably not. I probably wouldn't use a GoPro much. I don't like the fisheye view that they put out. Yeah, scramblers are crazy money. Well, any Jeep is, because Jeep people are mental. First of all, just get that right out there. They're like, oh, I've got a CJ7. It's like, and I want $500,000 for it. I know the frame's rotted. The engine's no good. It's missing both axles. The transfer case is gone. And, the seats are, ate up by mice, but, 20,000 will take her home today. And then a guy will be like, okay, I'll give you 21. Yeah, I don't know what the Jeep people are just, they're nuts. Jeep. Speaking of Jeep, I've been driving that damn thing for like a week because my Tundra is in the body shop. And so I've been driving my Jeep. And let me tell you what, that thing gets 8 miles to the gallon. 8. Like single digits. I think 9.3 was what I calculated last. It is cray-cray. And it is 100% ridiculous to drive in the snow and the slush. It's fun to drive around in the snow, don't get me wrong. You go out wheeling, go ripping up through the gas line, that's fun. Yeehaw, hang on, you're hammered down. Going down the road with a 12-inch wide tire on a top-heavy vehicle and get sucked into the slush, there is a little pinch mark in my driver's seat from my butt cheeks from yesterday when I was driving home because I just about ate on the way home. I caught a little slush, and, I feel it like, kind of drifting over a little. You feel it, the feeling. And I'm only doing probably 40. And it comes over, and you just, you don't oversteer. You just let off the gas, and, she'll come back. Hang on, baby. So I'm over there, and you feel the ass end kind of cut loose a little bit, and it's like hydroplaning, it's coming around. So I like very slowly like steer into it a little bit, and it comes around enough to where it's starting to chatter down the road. Then all of a sudden she caught, and we're back straight again and hammer down. Maybe pucker a little bit. I'm just hanging on because what are you going to do? You can't hit the brakes, you can't punch it. You just steer into it and ride it out. I did have enough time to whip my seatbelt on, though. Yeah, so I had a little boo-boo with the Tundra. I backed into a little tree stump and boogered up the back corner of the box. They don't have to put a box side on it. They're just going to fix it, and they're going to put a bumper on it. OEM bumper. I want OEM bumper, OEM brackets, OEM step pad. So they got me all factory parts. And so, yeah, Ben, is the Speedo correct in the CJ8? Because I will probably trade you for my Grand Cherokee for that. The Speedo in my Jeep in the Grand Cherokee is not correct, but I calculated my gas mileage from miles accumulated on my GPS to make sure it's correct. The speedometer in the WJ will be correct once I re-gear it. Then it will be correct. Yes. Yeah, the Tundra, I'm so sad. I've been driving since I was too young to drive. This is the first accident, I guess, if you will, I've ever had. Well, just a minute. Sorry about that. Yo, Keith. Yo. What's up? Oh, okay. I'm on live stream right now. Yep, on a Thursday. Not yet. You want them to hear you? Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. So who you said?
I'm going to steal him for 1 second there. Here. Because I accidentally was calling back Go. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, humble mechanic?
How are you?
Oh, not too bad. How you guys enjoying Vision?
Good. We're just hanging out.
Nice.
Smashed, drunk. Down in Vision, learning along the way. Yeah. Well, yeah. So you're in the middle of doing your live stream now?
Yes, we are. There's 1,400 people listening.
Did I say smashed drunk? I meant smashed learning about fixing cars. Sorry.
Well, we all know what you meant. All right, guys.
Well, I'm sorry that I called you to interrupt you there, but
hey, that's no problem. So, all right, man. You guys have a good time. Stay out of trouble. All right.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you when you didn't have your mic. What was that?
I said you guys have a good time. Stay out of trouble.
Okay.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
See you.
Take care.
Yep. See you, Charles. You guys probably all know Charles, the humble mechanic, the B-dub guy with a super sweet beard. They're all down in Vision right now. He's down there. A bunch of other guys are down there. So I'm not down there. Anyways, yeah, Napa should be a sponsor, but they're not. That's why we always say Napa, not a sponsor of the show, or anybody else really for that matter. Anyhow, I'm kind of losing my mind here today, guys. A little bit foggy brained. Oh, and also had to warranty the knife. Got a new one. Not super impressed with it. It's pretty tight. Haven't been using it because dang it all. I'm gonna cut myself. I gotta wear it in. The other one wore out. I just got myself. Now I'm bleeding. Oh, I got myself the other day too. Look at them babies. Boom. Nice ones right there. Looking like beef jerky right now. That one kind of looks like Texas. Hot spark down the shirt. Yeehaw. That'll make you dance. Anywho, you guys want to get in the mail call? You want to keep shooting the breeze? What would you prefer? This is a viewer choice. We have much less viewers than normal because everybody's confused. So I'll let you guys decide what we're going to do. If we're going to rip through some mail call, it's your call. Yeah, torch burns. Yeah, I don't remember what I was cutting. All right, we'll get to. We'll see. We got breeze. We got mail. We got. We'll do a little bit of breezy mail. How's that sound? A little bit of breezing, a little bit of mailing. Some antibiotics. You don't need antibiotics. I wear boots to work, not a skirt. It's fine. It'll be all right. Burns always do that. They always get a little redder on. Oh, great. See, I told you I got myself. I'm bleeding there. Yeah, I won't cut myself open the mail because it's already open. I do like, this is the knife I got last week, the Leatherman. This one's got a great flick. Look at that. I'll wear this thing up. I think it's got an awesome flick. Love it. Oh, totally blew it. Love that one. But I snagged the dang clip on it today on something and it freaking winged it out. So I got to take it off and kind of tweak it back. But I've been using that. Yeah, Leatherman is great. Do I ever do EGR diesel deletes? I might know a guy, but I can't answer that question because that's illegal. Did I paint the lift? Yes, look at that. I didn't paint the lift. Miss Marie painted the lift. Painted the lift arms, pulled them out, cleaned all the rust off them, degreased it, did all that stuff, and then repainted them. They were getting pretty nasty looking. So now they're all great, and it's like new, and I feel guilty getting it dirty. But no, she did that the other day. It was last Tuesday or this Tuesday, whatever the last Tuesday was, a couple days ago, 2 days before today. She did that. She worked on that, and I think she's going to do the tire machine. There's a few things around here that need painting, and the rust and garbage and crap taken off them. And I am getting a new one, TDM. Well, I'm dragging my feet like a mofo. I probably can't say that. I'm just dragging my feet. And I need to get it. But in the meantime, because I will probably sell this lift, I want to keep it in, good operational order. And that is part of the plan. Just, keep it nice. Yeah, it's only illegal if you get caught. So let me tell you something there, Daniel. Here in the People's Republic of New York, if you were driving around your diesel truck and it is of a certain body style, and the DEC around here gets you. It's not DOT. It's not the New York State Police, town cops. It is the Department of Environmental Conservation. And what they do is they pull over every single diesel truck. If your diesel truck has DEF, EGR, particulate trap, and you drive by them, or they just sit at stop signs usually and wait for you, and you drive by, and if you have any black in your tailpipe, regardless of how loud your truck is, it can be dead quiet. They will pull you over, and you were going to be there for a very long time, because these guys are very well educated. They know which trucks have which. They know what EGR block-offs look like. They know what particulate traps are. They know what connectors are supposed to be there. And the fines you can't afford, because if you can, you're just going to go buy a new truck. They are absolutely horrendous, and they are crushing people around here. Big trucks, farmers, they don't care. The only exemption in the state of New York where you can have your EGR deleted, DPF, is if you have agricultural plates, and that's how people are getting away with it. That'll be very short-lived, I'm sure. But right now, because anybody who gets caught with EGR, DPF deletes, you have to register them agricultural or sell them to somebody that has ag plates. So that's the only way around it. Other than that, they are squashing people like a bug, and the fines are thousands and thousands of dollars. So, yeah, the fines are just insane. So, I know a couple people that got popped. My dad. So, yeah, it's pretty intense. If you get caught, you gotta you just get rid of the truck immediately. So, let's see. Yeah, play it safe. So, yeah, didn't used to do. There's EGR deletes that can be done that make everything look and appear stock, So anyhow, we won't get into it because I'm gonna say something. But otherwise, I don't know nothing. Anywho, let's see what's happening over here. We'll pull out the first box. This one here. Let's see what this is. And the sucky part is, when these guys do, when they delete, do EGR deletes and stuff like that, they prolong the life of the truck like tenfold because it's not sucking in all that soot. Their fuel mileage is increased drastically. And, they're not spending every waking minute at the dealership. The guys can barely afford to own these trucks outside of their warranty period. I kind of feel bad for them, but kind of do, kind of don't. But this is what it is. Well, they're sipping maple whiskey. It's out in the Jeep. I did not just say that out loud. What is this? We have a canister of mystery fluid. We won't open that in case it explodes. What we will do is we will read the letter. And he writes, solder with embedded flux, just dip strip wire into first, then heat. Also, clean the tip of your iron with emery cloth, then dip hot tip into flux quickly and wipe. Shrink tube of various sizes made by NTE, 1/8 solder. It is 6370, silver to lead. New pencil tip for your iron. Hope it fits. Love always, Dirty Harry from Ohio. I don't know if it's the real Clint Eastwood. Let's have a little gander here. It's in a Ziploc baggie. Smells like reefer. No, it doesn't. So this is the solder, 6373. Do the math, that does add up to 100. Silver lead, silver solder. And it is not flux core. This is the only silver solder I own. And then he sent heat shrink, various sizes. I have tons of heat shrink, but thank you. And then a new tip for the Weller an 1/8" cone tip. People really want to get me on my soldering game, which I'm happy to oblige. And I have been proactive to help myself in my soldering game by ordering some soldering projects from the Amazon. They're cheap. They're $10 to like $18 with lots of soldering. They're like the one I'm doing now is a Christmas tree. It's 2 circuit boards that fit together. They look like a Christmas tree with a bazillion little LEDs on it and lots of soldering, and it's fun. And I'm hoping to improve my skill set, even though I think it's something that I won't use much. But I want to get better at it. And this must be the soldering flux that is here. So we have flux now. I've had flux before. I think I got some flux over here. And you guys are like, what the flux? Why weren't you using that? What is this? Regular paste flux. So I do have some. Anywho, have I used it? Negative. Maybe when I did the plumbing here, I did. So we're going to put this over with my other soldering kit. When I solder next time, boy, I better have my act together because you guys be on me. That's all right. Always time for flux. I think part 3 is the Ranger gets the caps. I'm not 100% sure. I made those videos a long time ago, and I don't remember the order or even what I said in them. I should probably go back and rewatch in case people ask questions. Yeah, solder. Or for our Canadian viewers, solder. Solder. I don't know, I can't even say it. It's like pronouncing the W in wrench. Well, wrench, do you know what I'm saying? I think it is part of the American language. Let's see here. We have another letter. Ooh, with some stickers. You can't really see the stickers because I don't. Wise. Motorized. Or no, monitored by Wise. Let's see what he says. And he writes, this is a person who sent some cool little smart home cameras, and he writes. That's what he wrote. Dear Eric, I'm Derek. That's D-A-R-A-K. And then he wrote, same as Derek, D-E-R-E-K. I'm from Seattle, Washington. Learned a lot from your channel. Love your channel, your family, and everything. I used to own a motorcycle shop in Taiwan for hobby. Those guys been everywhere. Servicing tires and repairs. Now I'm a product engineer at Wise Labs, Inc. We also make some sweet little smart home cameras because I love them so much. So I bought some out of my own pocket to send to you. These are the Wise Cam V2 and the Wise Cam PAM. Both of them are indoor cameras. Both have motion and sound detection with free rolling 14-day cloud storage. You can set up to send you notifications as well. Both can do 1080p, full HD, live stream, direct to your smartphone, day and night, with night vision and 2-way audio. The only difference is PAM can do a 360-degree horizontal range controlled by your smartphone. Wow. This is a good gift for a guy like you, looking over the fam jam. Make sure everything is safe and sound, peace of mind, have fun, and enjoy. If you have any questions, please let me know. Love always, Derek, product engineer. I'll be jiggered. Let me just see. What are you crying about there, Mike? And here's the little guy cameras. It must be the cordless or something, I'm wondering. So let's see. There are some 32 gigabyte micro SD cards. Little tiny boogers. They are very difficult to use with my meat nugget fingers, but I manage. These are the little cameras. Maybe you guys have heard of these. That's a Wise Focus. There's that little guy. Maybe you can just scan the QR code. Goes super cool. Motion detection, 2-way audio, 1080 full HD. Oh my gosh. And then these must be PAM. 120-degree wide angle lens, 110-degree quick rotational speed. I wonder if it follows me. 5-volt DC, 2-amp input. I don't want to unpack it right here because I don't want to get everything all crap. But there it is. This is going to be pretty interesting. You guys are going to want me running live streams all day. I'll be on Twitch with my Wise cams. I'm getting blood on everything. So that is super cool. Well, thank you, Derek. I will definitely find a use for these and see if we can't use them somehow in videos for some weird, freaky all-day live stream stuff that people always ask for. It's weird, which I'd really have to watch my act. I'll tell you that much. Oh, and then we got some super, I love stickers. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sticker junkie. Yeah, that's super cool. So thank you for that, Derek. We will definitely put these to use one way or another. I'll be home, like, let me check my security. Pulling up the smartphone, pulling up the unicorn beetle. That's what they call it. It's weird. It's a weird name for a phone case. The unicorn beetle. It's my Google Pixel 3. Super fancy. Oh, don't want to drop it. So there's that. Vampire, nah, you just, that's what you do. I tell you, that's how you keep your cuts from getting infected. Oh, burn, man. Mikey, you are quick, man. You're like the deleting ninja on here. Let's see. I got to stick this with my solder so I know where that came from. Trying to stay organized here. What do we have here? Let me just quick proof over here. Oh, so yeah, this is not from What's Up Wednesday. This is the videotape from when I was in 8th grade. I even went by the name, the alias Eric O then. 8th grade commercial, Eric O and Chad R, number 2. We were assigned to make commercials selling a product. And the teacher that I had then is still employed at our school and actually has my oldest child in her class. And she showed him this video on VHS. This is one of my first productions I've ever made. It's on here, and she's not allowed to show it to the class anymore because it's slightly inappropriate. But it's kind of weird because at the time that we made it, it wouldn't have been inappropriate for that era, because you're talking not 30 years ago, but 26 or 27 years ago. Wow, I am freaking old. Am I doing my math right? I'm 39. Holy crap. Anyhow, a long time ago, back when cars had carburetors, we made this video, and it's pretty freaking hilarious. I'm not going to lie. But the 8th grade me is on this tape, and she wants me to take it from this tape and put it on a DVD for her. She's going to be retiring this year. I would not be able to upload it on YouTube because of its controversy. People nowadays are too big of pansies, and they will become offended. And I'm not going to put myself or my family through that stress, because most of the tofu farting fairies on the internet that see it and they take it way out of proportion and it just gets stupid. I would like to be able to share it with people who are normal and have like a good sense of humor and can see like, that's just funny. That's 20 some years old and they were in 8th grade, but it's pretty funny crap. Anyhow, so yeah, back when Snickers were 45 cents. Yeah, it is the truth, you know, and it's just the way it is. You know, it's just how people are nowadays. You could be like, I don't know, you can't even go outside and slip on the ice and fall on your ass and just say, you know what? I slipped on the ice and I fell down because it's icy out. No, now you go outside, you slip, you're like, who am I going to sue? I'm offended. I need my safe place. Whatever, dude. I don't have time for that crap. And yesterday I fell down. I should sue myself or Self-Made Auto. I don't know how that works. First thing in the morning, step out of my Jeep, put my foot on the ground, had one foot on the side, boom, foot ran out from underneath me, just railed my head on the threshold, come down, I got a huge bruise on my left hip, freaking smashed the left shoulder. It was rough, man. I laid there for a minute in the snow because I was hurting. But yeah, anyhow, that's just That's just how it is. I'm not going to get on a rant about that, but it does bother me to a certain degree. You know what? Own it. Just own it, man. If you do something stupid, you don't have to freaking sue somebody, and you don't have to be offended at everything everybody says. Grow up. I don't know what to tell you. And that's just how it is. That's how I am. If that offends you, click off. Go away. Go watch something else. It's less offensive. I don't know. Anyhow, we have something really cool here that I've been itching to use all week. No real letter. It comes from a guy named Jim. He's from New York. Fellow New Yorker. And he writes, Eric, the power of rust is real. Keep up the fight. Love, Jim. That's it. That's his letter. But look what he sent. I'm kind of a little bit of a tool hoe, and I've seen some stuff. I did not know they made these. These are actual brake caliper bracket files. And I have often dreamed of something like this. Let me give you guys the part number up there in the corner over here. It's got a little bit of glare on it, so hopefully you can see that. Actually, let me flip it around to the non-glare side, you ding dong. Hope I didn't offend somebody by having the glare. There's that. There's actually two of them. Are they the same number? They are not the same part number, so I'll show you that part number. But look at the picture. Look at the style of that file with integrated scraper. So, yeah, that's what I thought, Mike. I thought these looked very fantastic. I've been wanting to open these things all week, wanting to use them, but I don't want to have them all like nasty for it. Oh, man. Oh, dude, that thing feels sharp. Listen to that. Oh, yeah, she's taking the skin right off the finger. It is, too. This is a great invention. The problem using a regular square file, how I've showed you guys sometimes, yes, you can sue me for blinding you with the glare. Feel free. You ever hear the old saying, trying to get blood out of a stone? Anyhow, the problem using a square file is they plug up very quickly. Well, this thing is hella coarse, and it's differently ground than a file, I guess, or maybe it's just super coarse. This is going to be so cool. I usually don't get super duper excited about tools. I'm super duper excited about this. The other one here is a little bit narrower. I kind of can't wait to use this. I mean, I have a super sweet sandblaster that I use, but sometimes the sandblaster filter is plugged or the sand is shot and I don't feel like doing it and I don't feel like taking care of it. I'm like, let me just use a file because it's only going to take me a minute, and then I use a file. I'm pretty excited. Look at them babies. Look at the teeth on that. That's got more teeth than most people in our community. And then, of course, it has a little scraper end. This is great. This is a great invention. I cannot believe that I have never seen these. Anywho, one like, who's that? Which Ninja Turtle had the Donatello? I don't remember. I think he was the orange one. Definitely gonna put those to good use. So, thank you for that. Oh, he also said, must be he wanted me to see their butt connectors, which are yeah, I thought I gave you the part numbers. These are made in Germany. Let me give you the part numbers one more time because TDM, he drives a Rover, so we will take it easy on him. Numbers at the top, I believe that's the number. 46200 and what? 46202. Check them out. W.U.T, made in Germany. For Japanese vehicles, this one says for Japanese vehicles. That is totally offensive to me. For Japanese vehicles, so never buy from that company again. Like, oh, that's all I can use it on? What if I want to use it on my American car? He sent these heat shrink butt connectors, but they're not just your everyday average heat shrink butt connector. And this guy works for a fire department, so I'm slightly scared about this. These are step down butt connectors. So they will go from like 14 to 16 gauge down to 18 to 20. So from blue to red. And then they're heat shrink. And then this one goes from what, 1012 to 12.1, no. What's yellow? Yeah, 10, 12 to 14, 16. So yellow to blue. I've never seen that, and I don't know if I've had a need to step down a wire size. And I don't know if in most cases it would be safe. I guess it really depends on the circumstance of what you're doing, what circuit you're working on. Anywho, we'll keep these around. I'll put them up in my bit of kit, as they say, across the pond. Yeah, 18 to 20, 14 to 6. So that's where those come from. Maybe you guys can, come on, focus. There she is. I think that's where they came from. So have a quick look, boom, done. Is it step down or step up? Well, Adrian, I guess, is the glass half empty or half full? Because whichever way you use it depends on which side the power source comes from, whether you're stepping up or stepping down. So they could be used for both. They specifically say step down. So that means you're going from a heavier gauge wire to a lighter gauge wire. I gotta move this so we don't double whack stuff here. Oh, there we go. Fusible link. Blazer, you're right. That Blazer O2LS, don't know the guy. Don't even know his real name. In my opinion, he appears to be a guy who works on cars, probably drives an O2 Blazer with an LS engine in it. And he's pretty intelligent, and he answers a lot of questions on my channels. And he usually answers them in a very intelligent manner. And I appreciate that. And I usually give him little hearts, like a little, like, yeah, I see you. Here's a heart. Nice guy. Pretty smart fella. I'd like to know his background. Maybe he can enlighten us in the comments. Do you work at a shop, O2 Blazer LS? I'm just curious. I can't answer that, Sin 331. Coffee, long hours, and stress. That'll make you sexy. Those bracket files ain't cheap, Big D. They appear and feel to be great quality. Yeah, sorry about that, Corey. It's What's Up Wednesday on a Thursday. We call it what? W.U.T, what? What'd you miss? You didn't miss anything. Oh, Tim Basco, I know what your gift is. I see it sitting over there. And I'm going to surprise all you guys with it because I've been studying. What kind of coffee is it? This is Dunkin' Donuts kind of coffee from the Keurig, which is going to offend people because they'll be like, you have a Keurig? I didn't know you hated the environment. I don't hate the environment. I just like easy coffee. It's not like I drink like a bazillion of them and fill the entire landfill full of them. Whew. Whew. That's one thing people get offended about. You know, they'll come here like, would you like a cup of coffee? Yes, I would. Oh, you have a Keurig? No, because I love the polar bears. Excuse me. Let me get your car that gets 8 miles a gallon out of here for you then. Anywho. Let's see. Yeah, besides I recycle. Our recycling bin is green and big, and I assume they sort it when it gets there. Anywho, this one here, I think O2 Blazer must have left us. Not going to answer the question. Oh, there he goes. Owned a shop for 20 plus years, been under hood for close to 40. There he is. That answers my question. I could tell. I knew it. So thank you for helping me out on my channel. When you do, you seem to be quite intelligent and leave nice comments, also helping the people, as a lot of our customers, a lot of our viewers tend to do. So that is great, and it is appreciated. And I know it may seem thankless. Anywho, this guy here, we'll go with this guy. This guy's name is Corey, and he writes, my name is Corey. I'm a mechanic in Minnesota. I watch all your videos, and I'm a subscriber. I really enjoy electrical videos, as electrical is one of my weak points in troubleshooting / diagnostics. Learning the test light method and bypass techniques has definitely improved my skill, and I continue to watch. I really appreciate the time you devote to making the videos. Your personality is awesome and very funny. If I'm ever in New York, I definitely plan to stop by the shop to at least see the shop. I remember in a recent video you talking about plastic welders and how you've never found one that works, and I have done the same. Harbor Freights and the others always sold them, but they were useless. A friend of mine gets these at his job, and they work. I'm still working on getting the technique down, but I have fixed my snowmobile with it many times, as well as bumpers, grills, and other items. I don't mind you using on a video, but I would ask not to shout out the brand, as if I don't know if they were actually for sale. And clothes is the same model I use. They have different tips for the jobs, and it heats up fast within seconds. It has a nice carry case too. All the best. You probably should have proofread this. Keep the awesome videos coming. I really appreciate it. Love always, Corey. And unfortunately, I can't show you the box because it is his wish that I didn't. I will do a little bit of a research on this, and I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I hope that it didn't grow legs and walk off from where it shouldn't have. But it looks super handy. I'll tell you that. I can tell you all about it. Sorry about that, fellas. I got to respect the man's wishes. So we're going to kind of set that aside. Let's just, wait a minute. Yeah, maybe, let me open it up. Let's just, gosh, Corey, don't kill me. Don't send me a letter bomb next week. Oh, maybe, as long as it's not branded, I'll show you. Okay, it's not. So here it is. It looks like a cattle prod. If you're not familiar with a cattle prod, get one, touch the end of it, and then hit the button. That's super fun. Or if you're with a friend, touch your friend with it, then hit the button. This has a button right here. And it also has tips, various tips that go on it. One, patent pending. Whoa, I don't want to spill it. Plastic melting tip. That's going to go on here. I have not read the directions, but I've seen this on the picture. So that's a plastic melting tip, also for cauterizing deep wounds. And then it has a set of staples, various types of staples that come with it for stapling the plastic. I'm sure I would like to show you the picture on the manual, but like I say, at his wish, I cannot. Now, there is no type of filler rod. So I will have to read the instructions. I don't know what you use for filler, if it's just the product or surrounding what you're attempting to fix. Just oozes back together. It isn't a handy carrying case. Listen, hear that? It's good solid clicks. Is everybody in here offended now? We opened up a can of worms. The offensive worm can. We're saving this one for last. Mr. Basco. What's this one here? We got a letter here. Do we EGR delete stolen tools? What's this channel called? And offending people. Don't forget that. Super offensive talk about offensive things, calling people weenies. Whatever. That's funny. You guys are funny. I love my viewers, each and every one of you, except the ones that are really offended. We still love you, but just go watch something else. Here we are. Let me just give this a quick. Yeah, I think it's good. I'm hoping it is. Here we go. And he writes, this comes from a guy named Harry, not Dirty Harry, not the Clint Eastwood who sent us the other letter. I believe that is the real Dirty Harry. Me and Clint, like, let's see. And he writes, Dear Eric, sending you a check for $25, help out cover time you spend doing all those YouTube videos I watch of you doing repair work in your shop. Retired furniture maker. Harry's real wood furniture, and could not fathom trying that when I made the repaired furniture. Love your videos. We have a mechanic here, Charlie, who runs Charlie's Auto. I didn't give his last name, but Charlie does have a last name. And Schoolcraft, who is accurate at finding out what's wrong with the vehicle. Both my sons know to never buy a car unless it's inspected at Charlie's Auto. Shout out to Charlie's Auto for being a great guy and finding the problems like you're paid to do. That's great. I did a similar thing as I offered my is I offered my skills, honed from 20 plus years making and repairing furniture. So I ran an ads on the Craigslist offering free woodworking advice. Guys would call me up asking how to do things, and forgot to add my son Daniel is a big follower of your videos. You're blessed, Eric. You have a great family and run your own business, following in your dad's footsteps. Doesn't get much better than that. That's America right there, folks. America. In case you get frustrated with your videos, just remember an old retired furniture maker and his 21-year-old son watching your videos and learn much. Thanks for sharing your skills. Love always, Harry. He's from Michigan, home of the Chevrolet. Well, it used to be. So shout out to Charlie, the mechanic, Harry, and the son Daniel, 21 years old. Furniture maker. You don't see many of them around. We had one here. He moved away. The Amish guy up on the hill used to make the furniture. And thank you for the monetary. I won't be flashing that. People getting your bank number. They'll be in there making deposits. We used to have a furniture maker here, Amish guy, and their furniture making area, shop. Whoa, that's my sister. Their furniture making shop was pretty wild. It was all belt drive equipment, probably, like they would use like in a steam powered, workshop, but super dangerous. I don't know what the mortality rate of the Amish children running around up there were, but I'm talking like big 12-inch wide belts up through the floor, like all over the place. And they had like this big Perkins diesel outside with a belt on it. And it was like walking into like a horror show, and everything. I mean, certain death everywhere. It's all over that place. Takes a lot to scare me. I wouldn't walk through there because you're going to die. That just made me think of that. I need to set that there so I don't lose that. Yeah, my sister. Oh, and you know what? She might be offended because I ain't going to say it. We ain't going to call her back. I should call her back. It'll embarrass her. And then she would be offended about that. And she's Korean. I don't know what that has to do with it. But usually you throw out the race and then get offended about that. Because that's what people do. Yeah. At least I'm pissing everybody off all in one video. Holy smokes. This is the big one. 1, 2, 3. Whew. Do we read this one? Is she single? No, she's married with 2 children. This is a big one, folks. Horsepower Joe says yes. Yeah, my sister's Korean. Well, according to her DNA, it's like 98 point something. From Seoul, Korea. That is South Korea. That's where she's from. This is the big one. I can read quick. Gosh, I don't remember proofreading this one. I hope I did. I'm pretty sure. Okay, here we go. If you don't like this, just pause it and then fast forward in a few minutes. And he writes, wanted to write and let you know how much I enjoy your videos and learning from your informative videos. You even have me viewing Ivan's case studies. I've worked on my own cars my whole life. You forgot the W in whole. That's okay. I suck at spelling too. My dad was a great carpenter, but had no skills whatsoever on cars. I hope your dad ain't listening. If he is, he still loves you. His advice to me when I got my first car, a 1962 Falcon, wow, was either to learn to fix them or start to date a girl whose dad was a mechanic. Now, that is some sage advice from your old man. And I'm glad that he passed it along to you. Well, that didn't pan out too well. The train of thought got me 0 dates. When the car broke down, as I found out they all do, and quite often, I either walked, hitched a ride, or pedaled it. I call myself a DIYer, but many a time that turned into a DYI, do yourself in. But you either are going to learn or live close to the bus line. I'm a retired firefighter. I got hurt on the job, which led to 17 back surgeries, a boot out the door. But in that time, a man had a car shop and allowed me to help him. No pay, but tons of knowledge was given to me. I have recovered pretty well. This is a pretty good letter. I went from having to use 2 canes and to walk to now being able to run 2 to 5 miles a day, riding a bike and lifting weights. That's pretty impressive after 17 freaking back surgeries. This allowed me to help the people. This has allowed me to help people with car problems. Most don't have the knowledge or money to fix them. I love doing it. Keeps me busy and it helps them. I also ask that they pay for the parts. For the most part, I have been successful, but the Haynes books with their wiring diagrams are very general. I ended up chasing my tail a lot. My son talked me into buying a computer in the last year. He was going to teach me how to use it, but he passed away before he got the chance to show me a whole lot. I struggled to find wiring charts online. I was wondering if you could clue me in. Losing my train of thought here. On a scan tool that might have the ability built into it. I have heard you mention some, but not sure where to look. The torque wrench I sent you. Let me just stop right here. Scan tool with built-in wire diagrams. I only know of one, and that is the Bosch ADS 625. They're quite expensive. You're going to spend about $5 grand for one. But what I would say is if you get a scan tool, let's say you bought an Altel, MS90 or a 906 BT, let's say, $1,200-$1,300 bucks. Or even the launch like 431. Those are all tablets or tablet based or Android based. So that allows you to get on the internet. And once you get on the internet, assuming you have Wi-Fi access where you're at, that's going to allow you to get to your wire diagrams. BBB, like Bravo Industries.com has access to wiring diagrams. Not all, but a fair amount, and they're free. The other thing that you potentially could do, I know you asked your customers to buy the parts, and if you're certain that you can fix it, perhaps they would be inclined to pay for the subscription to All Data DIY or Mitchell DIY, which I believe is relatively inexpensive. I don't remember, but you can look. So Mitchell on Demand, Mitchell DIY, All Data DIY. Look at those, Google them, see what that price is. That would give you access to repair information plus wiring diagrams. You will need the internet, computer, laptop, scan tool, tablet, Android based. You just got to be able to get on a web browser, and then you could do that. That would be my suggestion, if it was me. So that's my answer to that. So now we will carry on. The torque wrench I sent you is one of 2 I got. My sister worked for a company that makes the black boxes for aircraft. They moved the business from Sarasota, Florida to Ohio. But in doing this, they gave me tons of good tools. That's super sweet. Way to cash in on that. I'm hoping you can use it, sell it, or trade it. I saw the video where you're showing adjusting the valve lash with your brother. The torque wrench looks like that one he got from a crackhead, which my brother buys some tools from some crackheads, all right, some sketchy people. That's going to offend somebody because you don't say the word crackhead on the internet. But they're crackheads and selling stuff. I think he's told the story how he bought that from a crackhead and I bought a rototiller from a crackhead. We just generalize that. We're not saying that. I'm just going to stop talking. Maybe trade it or give it to him and get some brownie points. I just started to support you on Patreon. I know how much extra time it takes to do these videos, and I, for one, thank you for it. I enjoy them all, but the What's Up Wednesdays are special, or What's Up Thursdays, but he didn't know about that right now. You have fun and get to enjoy others. I'm looking forward to all that you record and post. Your approach to finding, solving, and fixing problems is a craft you have learned and mastered. I haven't mastered it, but I'm learning it. I do appreciate that, though. Thank you for sharing it with others. If you're not 1,200 miles away, I'd say screw the DIY and pay you. Love always, Tom. And then he left some other stuff that I'm not going to tell you because it includes his phone number. So thank you for this letter, Tom. It's a touching letter. Sorry to hear about your son and that he was not able to help you with the computer. The thing I could suggest on that is, I don't know, perhaps a local library. You're down there in Florida. I don't know if there's a local library that has maybe basic computer learning classes so you can learn how to navigate the World Wide Web, something like that. I'd probably do a little looking there. Maybe people over here in the comment box could chime in as to where he may learn just basic computer usage, getting on the web, navigating to websites. It's stuff that I believe that the majority of us take for granted. But good to hear that your back surgeries have gone well. You're up, you're running, you're cycling, pumping iron, way more than my butt's doing, I'll tell you that. I just still complain about my back. That's what I do. And then what did he send? Look at this little guy. Boom. Snap-on. Now this is a dial torque wrench. Always wanted one, don't have one. The only one that I have similar to this is a beam style torque wrench. These things are wicked sweet. What are they wicked sweet for? When you're doing like pinion seals or setting up rear differentials where you have to measure rotational force on a bearing surface. These work fantastic for that. They're in inch pounds, and you can stick it on the pinion and you rotate it. Like, how much force does this have? So when you're putting in your new new pinion bearings and you got a new crush sleeve and you got to tighten it down, you want the same rotational force as what you started with. Bada bing, bada boom. And it has a light. So when you start pulling on it, I think the light comes on when you pull on it, right? If I remember right, let's stick a socket on it. Oh, there we go. Yes, it does. So let's see. You start torquing and the light comes on if you torque the wrong way. That's weird. Yeah, so if I torque the wrong way, the light comes on. If I torque, am I ridiculous? Maybe the light comes on as this. I'm probably ought to read the directions. This torque wrench is set up in reverse, and there's no way to change that, right? Do I not know what I'm doing? I probably don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna play around with it. We'll get her figured out because, yes, righty tighty, lefty loosey. That is set up. That is reversed foot-pounds. I'm gonna have to read the manual. I don't think there's a manual in it, but we're gonna figure it out. Oh, you rotate your dial. Ding dong. I had to read the comments. That's the problem with live streams. You ding dong, rotate your dial, because when the arm hits the peg, that's when the light comes on. And so when you rotate it, so that's set on what, 50, 60 inch pounds. So when you rotate it, bing, bing, it's like a game you play at the fair. Everybody just rewind and pretend you didn't just see that. What a ding dong. I hope I just offended everyone. There's your sign. What are you going to do? When it's live, you can't go back. What do you want me to do? Chop it off? I mean, that's... When it's live, you can't go back. That's why everybody's like, why don't you do live videos? Because I'm not stupid, all right? You know how many things I screw up that I can just edit out? I don't edit out my screw-ups. You guys know that. Anyways, oh, it's a meme already. Yeah, I do. I've probably used a couple shots today, let me tell you. Yeah, I was just tricking you guys to see if you knew. You all passed. You all knew. And I've got to play it off like, oh, you didn't know. Like, look at him. You know, whatever. And he writes, Dear Eric, I saw this code reader on the Amazon and thought you should try it out. Please give this $14 tool the beans. If the tool is junk, if the tool isn't junk, please pass it on to a deserving person. Love always, Mark from Jersey. Oh yeah, Jersey guys. I don't have a problem with Jersey guys, but if you live in New York City, you do. But I don't. The 319 launch code reader, $14.99 on the Amazon. What will it do? Well, we really don't know. What's it say? Works on most 96 and newer. Mode 1 through mode 10. So if it has mode 1 through mode 10, it must be able to read live data. Read and clear engine DTCs. Reset monitors. Turn off check engine lights. Mill. View live data. Knows more vehicle information. I always call this Chinglish. It's when it's translated from Chinese to English. Hope that offends you. Reads and clears DTCs, resets monitors, turns off check engine light, views live data, knows more vehicle information in running status. Whatever that means. Retrieve freeze frame data. Enhanced mode 6. Enhance. Check. Monitor status for smog test. Designed with DTC lookup. No need to Google DTC definitions. What is this thing? The cure-all tool? View VIN, SIN, CDN. So calibration ID number, I can't remember the acronyms. I suck at this. Quickly knows vehicle identification. Also comes in English, French, Spanish, Russian, Italian, German, and Portuguese. Wow. Well, we're going to give the old 1499 CR 319 a try. And apparently, what's it say? Designed with DTC lookup. No need to Google DTC definition. This is all you need, folks. You don't need Google. We're going to give it a try, Mark from Jersey. And we will be passing it along, I'm sure, to somebody. Unless it's the tool I've been looking for my entire life, then we won't be. Oh, don't you worry, Basco. We're getting down to it. I know you're sitting there waiting, giggling. Oh, got one more here. And then we'll get to the meat and potatoes. Does it have a hammer side? All tools have a hammer side. That's got a string on it. You can use that like whack. Holy smokes. What do we got here? Let me just make sure, because this has like some business cards and stuff with it. Let me just. We'll just read it. I'm not good at proofreading. And he writes, this is from Ed. I'm not going to give you his last name, even though it's kind of rhymey. It is kind of rhymey. Dear Eric, this letter may be a little different than your typical SMA fan mail. I've been around cars since I was a teenager in the 1970s. I went to study mechanical engineering at General Motors Institute in Flint, Michigan. America. This guy must drive a Chevy. And worked as a co-op student, then full-time after graduation, later earning a business degree for a total of 21 years in engineering before deciding to apply to medical school to become a physician. What is this guy, just a ball of ambition? Jeez, like, I'm an engineer for 21 years, now I'm going to become a doctor or a physician. That takes a lot. He must be smart. I tell everyone who asks that the world is filled with disgruntled engineers who wish they were doing something else because everybody hates them. We don't hate them. We don't know who else to blame. Okay. After graduating from medical school in 2007 and completing residency and fellowship training in 2012, I now live in Indiana and practice medicine as an endocrinologist, specializing in diabetes and hormone disorders in Illinois. Holy smokes. I found your YouTube channel about 6 months ago and became a regular viewer right away. Your method of diagnosing and avoiding the parts swapper mentality combined with your passion and enthusiasm are what keeps viewers coming back on a regular basis. That is why I was taught years ago in engineering school about applying a discipline, logical problem-solving process, and what I try to do daily is solving complex medical problems. I continue to do all the maintenance of my own vehicles, not just oil changes, tune-ups, and brakes, but even pulled the TR6060 6-speed transmission from my 2016 Challenger SRT 392 to upgrade the dual disc clutch flywheel. This guy is American. With hydraulic release bearings in my driveway on jack stands with a transmission DAC. In the old days, I'd bench press a manual transmission out on my back and put the new one in. But the new ones are much larger than they used to be. Plus, you're a doctor now and you're way smarter. I mean, like, yeah, we used to all lift them up by hand, but we were usually half in the bag and had a buddy helping you. I'm sending a couple of t-shirts for you and Mrs. O from my medical practice. They're pocket t-shirts because t-shirts without pockets are rags. This guy's smart. If Mrs. O doesn't want it, maybe Hannah would appreciate it. If it's a shirt that fits either myself or Mrs. O. Hannah would swim in it. I'll tell you that. She's just a little girl. I'm also including a couple of marketing magnets for my practice, which might fit in your locker with the Rock Auto magnets. I'm guessing you don't have any physician magnets in your shop. I would appreciate it if you could send me some SMA stickers I can use for my garage. So I'm enclosing a few dollars for this purpose when you have a chance. I really enjoy your videos on your various projects, especially the complex electrical control failures and the way you feature your family members. Love always, Ed. Now, I'm not going to show you because it has his phone number on it. Some people out there are real weirdos, and I will hang them up on my locker. I do have an appointment card. I could go in there and be like, look, you guys gave this to me. Anywho, well, thank you, Ed. I'm reluctant to show. He did send me some shirts with pockets, and I'm sure he's okay with me showing them. However, I don't want some weirdos calling them. Not that you're all weirdos, but you know what I mean. Some people are like, hey, let's call this guy because he wrote a letter. Here they are, black pocket tees. Has his endochronological stuff on here. I think it's great that he has pocket tees. I wonder if he just had them made especially for me or if he's legit. I would, if I went to the doctor's office to have my hormones checked or whatever it is he does. I'm not familiar with doctor terms, so you have to excuse me. I don't mean any offense by it, but if I walked in and my doctor was wearing a pocket tee, I would automatically know right there, this guy's good. And he's practical, and I trust him. That's my thoughts. So I know on your picture here, it looks like you're wearing a business suit and a tie and stuff, but I'm gonna set that right there. I might be calling him. I got some stuff going through my mind right now, and I can't multitask, think and talk at the same time. So thanks for that, Ed. You will have some stickers coming your way. And now we have the one, the Mr. Basco, I believe it is, not Tabasco, Mr. Basco. The scent. So anybody on last What's Up Wednesday? Yes, this is from Timmy. Timmy. You guys are gonna love it. Andy writes, hi Eric, enjoy your gift from Tim Basco. If I had the last name Basco, I would definitely change my name to T. I don't know why that's so stupid. Tabasco. He probably has so many Tabasco jokes. I hope he's still on here. I'm not offending him. Probably not. He's probably a funny guy. After watching your What's Up Wednesday last night, this was just too funny not to do. This is the gag gift. Hope you enjoy it. Love always, Tabasco. Here's his gag gift. Been called back Tabasco all my life. Sorry, Tim. I don't mean to offend you, especially a guy who's got a picture of a chainsaw as his profile picture, because you know he will cut you deep. Yeah, he's in here. He sent me the Easy Home drug test. Over 99% accurate, simple to use, confidential. Similar tests used by law enforcement, hospitals, doctors. Tests for one or more of the selected drugs. The marijuana, the crack cocaine, meth, amphetamines, opiates, ecstasy, PCP, benzodiazepines, oxycodone, something, methadone, MDA. I don't even know these drugs. I can't do them. I can't pronounce them. That's my rule, because I'm like, drug dealers like, hey, you want to try some of this multi-syllable drug? I'm like, no. So the other day we were talking about the other What's Up Wednesday. Something about, I don't know, we got talking about drug tests or something. People were saying that I smoked the marijuana, is what they were saying. And I told them that I would do a drug test. So first, I don't want to just go pissing in this cup if it's not how you do it. So you got a couple little packets here. And then we've got preliminary positive results. It's recommended that all preliminary positive results be confirmed. To request a laboratory confirmation, please visit countrywidetesting.com. Okay, we don't care about that. Sorry, get a little sweaty. I drank 37 of these today and studied all night for this test. Better pass it. Let's see what it says. Oh yeah, we're doing a full-on drug test. Important. Read entire test before use. This thing is freaking pages long. Hopefully that's in Spanish back here. It does say, remember, you're not alone in the struggle against drugs. No one is immune to these problems. Well, at least it's giving me some confidence. Where are we at here? Let's see. This test is only the first in a two-step process for determining the presence of drug abuse. You must consult your healthcare provider. A negative result needs no confirmation. Judgment should be applied to any drug abuse test. As a preliminary positive, familiarize yourself with the kit. Single panel, multi-panel. So we have a single, what do we have? Just feel these. That one feels like a big one. Okay, they feel the same in the package. Eat some jalapeno. I have ate a ton of jalapenos. Is that going to mess this up? It's not amusing. I thought it was kind of amusing because these guys are picking on me. Anyhow, let's see what we got here. Negative results. Let's see, when's the best time to collect sample? As soon as possible. Very important. Special note to parents about tampering. I just want to find the time frame here. Collected. Room temperature. Confirm all samples are at room temperature. Do not break the seal on the foil pouch. You're ready to test. Open the foil pouch with a notch test device. Take care not to touch the exposed membranes. Insert the reactive bottom. And in the test device, make sure the urine level is not above the max urine level. Oh my gosh. Is there a max level? I think it's the cloudy part. Oh, this is embarrassing. The temperature strip on the collection cup should read between 32 and 38 degrees in the first minute. If not, the specimen has probably been tampered with. Oh, after 15 minutes or when the results expired window turns red. This is confusing. Anyhow, should we go for it? Let's see. This is a lot to take in. Where are we at here? We just want to see where's the pass or fail thing. It's got to have like a little. Uh-oh, we're getting in trouble now. Yeah, that's probably made by Dorman. Let me see. Let me just turn this thing down on the vibrate mode. Test Josh, yeah, right, Test Josh. Like that kid's about as innocent as they come. So it looks like double liners. THC looks like, okay, they're all broke down. All right. No test results. All right, so it looks like negative results when we get it is going to be these double liners. Right there, see the negative result thing? It's all double line. That's all we got to worry about, just so I can prove it to you. It's a test for soy, don't do it. Yeah, if it's a test for soy, everybody's going to fail. We're in. I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to show you my ding dong either. Let's see, here it is. Results expired. Insert this end. Max urine level. Let me see where the max urine level is. Oh my gosh. Set that right there. You can focus it right here. Gotta get some gloves on. I'm not gonna get pee-pee on my hands. I ain't gonna break out the ding. I'm gonna go in the bathroom. You wait. Be right back, folks. This is super gross. Mm. Oh, why is that so gross? It's my own stuff. Let's see. Max. This is so stupid. All right, she's in and soaking. I need something to prop it up. Hope you're happy, Tabasco. And now we wait. I'm not going to smell it. I'm clearly dehydrated from the looks of it. Oh, it's down there. No, I'm not going to smell it. Oh, I haven't been eating asparagus, but I have not been hydrating. Oh, so it's climbing up. Ah, crap. I don't want to move it, but it's soaking up into the pads there. It's starting to turn purplish. I know you guys probably can't see it. And it's going to tell us when the results are ready. Let's see. When the results ready window is completely filled with red color, it's almost completely covered with red color that reaches the top of the window. The results are ready to interpret. So when the results ready button lights up green or red, yes, yeah, I pulled up my zipper. Good. I hope it offends you. Peeing in a cup. Oh, looks like the what's the AMP? What's the AMP drug? Drugs are bad, okay? We got 2 lines on AMP. I don't know what that one is. AMP. I don't know. Methyl dioxyphamine. Something. That one's a double liner. Oh, we got another double liner. The THC. Eat it, suckers. The THC is a double liner. The cocaine's a double liner. We're waiting for the other 2 on the end. But it's not even, the results aren't even ready yet, so we're going to wait. So we'll wait. We can't miss it because it goes results expired. She's still soaking up the urine. I'm going to keep these gloves on too so I can show you. Oh, we don't know if it's a boy or a girl yet. I can't believe Tabasco sent me a drug test kit. And then I've got an extra one. These are made in California. The at-home drug test kit. Test your kids. Find out where they've been. No, don't. I ain't touching anything yet. If it's a double liner, it's positive. No, it's not. Double liners are negative. Otherwise, I am positive for a whole lot of bad stuff right now. I'll touch nasty stuff all day. Something about touching my own pee. I touched the camera. I did touch the camera, but I really didn't get any pee on my gloves. But I'm nervous about spilling it either onto myself or onto my car. How long does these results take? Oh, come on, GOB. You got to trust it. I had my ding dong out and I filled the cup, pal. I can take the temperature of it for you if you don't believe me. I'll go get the thermal imager and we'll look at the cup and see how warm it is. Is that all I peed? No. I peed a lot, but you got to pinch midstream to fill this thing up and then kind of trinkle it. Tabasco's an undercover FBI. He probably is. I wouldn't doubt it. Single line is positive, double line is. That's what it's saying. Well, they don't call it positive. They call it preliminary. So let's not jump to conclusions. Hair follicle. My brother had to take a hair follicle test. I don't remember what job it was, but they take it out of his armpit, I believe. Yeah, pinching off hurts. You ain't kidding. Nothing like stopping midstream. I'm not so FBI. Oh, Basco just said he's not the FBI, but if he was from the FBI, wouldn't he say he's not from the FBI? That's what I'm thinking. The results window is still not changing. However, we've got all double solid lines except for the last one yet, which is pretty faint. The OPI one, which says opiates. Opiates. We'll let her sit. Let's talk. Phone's buzzing like a banshee over here. Fake P. I'm not really that worried about this. Otherwise, I would have fake P, yes. Let's see. Set that down for uno momento. What do we got? Why don't we talk about something over here, because we're pretty much just about done. Waiting for the pee to get soaked up in here. Oh, that's so gross. Yeah, they did. Let's talk about something here. Yeah, Tabasco CSI. Because I want to get heading home. What time is it? Got a clock here on the old computer. 7:38. How long have we been going? Somebody tell me. What time do we start? 6:15? 7:15 plus 15 is 1:15. Hour and 15 minutes. Let's see. How old is Shiva? She is 5, almost 5. We will be going home, but at this point, you've already got started. And I'm sure my folks on here with the blue wrenches want to get back to their normal life, which they're welcome to at any point. I do appreciate them coming on here and keeping the rowdy crowd under control, especially a day like today where I think I forgot to put on the slow chat mode, so it might be extra chatty. Haven't been watching a lot. Fake news, fake pee. Play the brake cleaner tune. I can't just whip it out and play it because it's stored on my other computer. When do we get spring? Soon. It has to be soon. Tomorrow is the 1st of March. And that's always my hope. Like, it's March. Let's see. What is a blue wrench? The blue wrenches are moderators. So if you come on here and you start saying mother F this and screw you and other nasty things, they just delete you and ban you and put you on the ban list. And that's it. And then you're done forever. That's what the blue wrenchers do. Do we have any snow at the moment? Oh, there we go. Rick King brings up a good point. Watch the hoodie strings. On the videos, folks, I will tell you this. Oh, wait a minute. We screwed up. Oh, I thought there was something else in here. It's just 2 bags of candy that they send with it. So it says not to eat it, but whatever. Oh, the ready results are turning red. It's starting to. Wow, this takes a long time. But it is, we're talking about Mr. King. Can't remember his first name. It wasn't Steven, though. He said something about my hoodie strings and the people that go berserk on my videos because videos are 2-dimensional. So I could be way over the right-hand side headlight, a good solid 12 to 14 inches away from any rotating device, and it looks like my hoodie string is delicately tickling off the alternator pulley. It is not. I don't want to be sucked through a fan any more than you guys want to see me suck through a fan, which would make a great video, but man, the stinking phone is buzzing like crazy over there. I am quite aware when I'm on top of an engine and I am wearing a hoodie, because I wear hoodies nearly every day, and my strings are dangling. They do look, in the video, dangerously close to rotating assemblies. I assure you, from the bottom of my heart, that they are not. It is the way the video perceives it. It's the perception of the depth. You see what I'm doing here? depth perception. It screws with you guys, and then they get focused. I could have a great video like showing the ultimate automotive trick of all times, the mother of all mothers. And if a hoodie string hung out, they'd be like, oh my gosh. Oh, it's hoodie string. Oh, it's making me sick. Claire, get in here. Cole's hoodie's almost getting in the fan. Click, click, click. Oh, gosh. What was this video? So don't worry, folks. Don't worry about me and getting sucked into a fan. And I don't take them off because why? Because sometimes when I go outside and it is cold as a well digger's, I go like this. I put my hood up and I zip it up. And I go like that. And I freaking tie it like a little child because I'm freezing. And I drive to work like this. Like, man, it's so freaking cold in this stupid Jeep. So I use my hood. I use my hood strings. So, and good. Oh, great. Now I offended the Russians. Long hoodie strings. I'm offended from the Russians. Oh, results are in, folks. Let me get something. Oh. All right. Oh, I'm so trying not to gag. I can gut deer. I can clean up dog puke. I can wipe a baby's butt. Let me just pad this off. But for some reason, I don't even want to look or touch my own pee. Oh. Here are the drug test results. We are double-lined on every single drug. Although may it be lightly on the OPI section, it is there. Of course, we don't know what a failed test looks like. So what do you guys think? Yeah, results are in. I am off the hook. And I've got to go get rid of this urine because something really stupid is going to happen with it. Oh, man, do not spill, do not spill, do not spill. Woo! Survived that one. All right, we did it. Certifiable. Oh no, there was none of them passed, dude. They were all. You send me a hair sample kit, I will send it to you. These are all double liners, folks. Those are double liners. There ain't no drugs, because the drugs are bad, okay? Focus. Don't you throw me under the bus camera. All right. Oh. You can get fake pee from a party store. Dude, this is Avoca, New York. We don't have party stores. We have a Dollar General. And that's it. I call it the plaza when I tell Mrs. O, like, I'm going to go down to the shopping plaza and grab some stuff. That just means I'm going to the Dollar General. But that's what I say. I'm going to keep this other drug test here with that. Just in case we want to drug test somebody, like an employee. Or somebody comes in, because chances are that people come in like, hey, can I get a job here? I can be like, can you pass one of these? And then they just leave. Then I don't have to be like, nope. Nope. Because we're going to drug test you. You smell like the reefer. Yeah, the Dollar General is just down the end of the street. It's down, I tell people it's in the plaza on the south side of town, because that sounds way better. Like, why did we do a drug test? Because it was on last Wednesday's What's Up Wednesday. Something got said about something, and we started talking about the drugs and something. I don't even remember. I was probably high. I wasn't high. Think about it, folks. Think about it. I ain't got time for that stuff. 99% would fail in Holland. That's what Diagnostics Dan says. Working in the oil patch, drug tests all the time. Yeah, I know. Even like down at Advanced Auto, I have a friend that works there. If they have any kind of accident, let's say an employee does this, not that, because they would do better. They do that and they cut themselves. They have to take a drug test. If there's any type of accident, somebody gets hurt, something, boom, the first thing they do is drug test. Like before you even go to the hospital, you could be laying there like you sawed off your arm, blood squirting out. Like, hey, you got to go take a drug test before you go to the hospital. It's protocol a lot of places. Any type of accident, just boom, instant drug test. Yeah, I'm a mechanic. I can't afford drugs. I have too many tools, too many toys. When am I going to do a meetup? I really don't know, Matt. That's a great question. And I think they run some kind of illegal gambling out of the Elks Club up here or the Legion on Saturdays. I don't know that for a fact, but there's something that goes on there on Saturdays, and there's a lot of cars in town. And I started counting them. I'm like, oh, man, that's only like 60 cars. And it pretty much fills up the vicinity because they start parking in my parking lot, which is hella annoying because I'll be here on a Saturday doing something, and all these ding-dongs start parking in my parking lot. And anyhow, so I got thinking, like, if we have a meetup, where was I going with that? If we have a meetup and there's like freaking 200 people show up, where in the heck does everybody park? This town would be like, what's going on? They wouldn't even know what to do. It's a great little town. I like the little town of Avoca. But could you imagine a couple hundred cars showing up in Avoca at the same time and going to their local garage? The people would be so confused. It would be kind of comical. But at the same time, it would cause an uproar because, like, if, let's say, Jim Bob down the road cuts down a tree in his backyard, he's the talk of the town at the next village board meeting, and like everybody knows. It would be kind of hectic, I'll tell you that. And I really could give to what people think about me in the town, but it would be probably very concerning to them. And I imagine the cops would get called, and I don't know. I would have to probably plan it with the village planning board. I don't know. Yeah, you could all go to the Avoca Shopping Plaza. So yeah, that would enhance our local economy. Perhaps if everybody went to the Dollar General or down to Crosby's, formerly known as Aeromart, the gas station. That's where I like to go for gas station pizza. Now, let me tell you, for gas station pizza, they do a great job, and they actually do a great job on subs, which is kind of amazing. Because to me, I would have thought like, gas station pizza, make me gag. Or subs, it's like, it's going to be stale bread and nasty meat with some mayonnaise. And it's not. It's actually done very well. And you go in there and talk nice to the lady. That's what I do. And they make, and it's very fresh. It's not like old wilted lettuce, or it's not lettuce that tastes so chemically enhanced, so it won't wilt. It tastes legit fresh. I'm a ham and cheese sub kind of guy. 12 inches, cut in 4 pieces, and it's great. Anyways, yeah, the old mystery meat. No, they do a great job. And I don't think it would be a good idea, Miguel, to have it at the bar, because then people get liquored up, and next thing you know, like, I want to talk to Erico. No, I want to talk to Erico. Next thing, people are kicking other people's hoo-ha's on the parking lot. It'd be a good time. I'm all about a good old bar fight. Yeah, come on, Jim. It's gas station pizza. I didn't call it New York pizza, anything like that. It's just gas station pizza, but it's very good. They do a good job. I would rather have that than like crappy Pizza Hut pizza or pizza from another joint that's local, who I'm not going to say their name because I'm not, which is very much more expensive than there. But it's pretty dang good. Not going to lie. Park at the fire station. Well, Alan, there is about 4 parking spots at the fire station. And that's about it, because our fire station is right next to the village. I always call it the village barn, the village area where they park the plow truck and the backhoe. And that's right next to the fire department. There's only a couple parking spots there. Subway gave you food poisoning. I wouldn't doubt it. People go to Subway and they're like, the Subway person's like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't care, because Subway all tastes the same. It's like, do you want toasted Subway flavor, or do you want non-toasted Subway flavor, or the meatball sub? Those are the three flavors at the Subway. But I don't care what you get. You could go in there like, I'll have the Asiago cheese, ham and cheese with, you know, Parmesan and spinach leaf with your fancy mustard sauce. And then you could go in and get like a fully loaded roast beef on white bread, and you eat them, and it's like, this all tastes the same. It all tastes the same. You can get it with or without onions. I think that would be the only forwarding flavor on a Subway sub is the onion. Like, do you want a Subway sub with onion or without onion? Because it all tastes like crap. That's I'm not a Subway hater, and I'm glad Jared lost a lot of weight going there, and perhaps some of you have too. But I just think Subway subs just all taste the same. So I'm just like, give me your cheapest sub, like whatever it is, and just put on it whatever you want with no onions, because I want to have a social life afterwards. That's my thoughts on the Subway sub. Rico's Pizza Hut or Angry Oven? Oh, Bob's been doing some Googling. Out of all of those, Angry Oven. Why? Just because they're mean. Yeah, we've got, what do we got? How many Subways do we have? Like 3? There's one in Kenona. I thought there was 2 in Bath. No, I think there's only 1 in Bath. I don't know. The Subway all tastes the same. It's like going to McDonald's, same crap, different place, you know. And I'm not an onion hater. It's just, if you want to have a makeout jam later on, you can't be eating onions, because the onions, like at the Subway and at like McDonald's or Burger King, they are forever. They are a 24-hour onion. Even if you brush your teeth and use mouthwash, like, you need to scrub your mouth out with acid to get rid of the McDonald's onion and or the Subway sweet onion. Who's Jared? Jared is the representative for Subway, isn't he? Or am I late? Good night, Dan. Have a good night, buddy. Is Jared still the Subway guy? I don't have TV, but last time I had TV, it was Jared. He was a great big fella, and he went to Subway every day, and he lost like 500 pounds. And now he's like he's their spokesman. Just like McDonald's has a pedophile clown as their spokesman, Subway has Jared. Oh, he's in jail? They got rid of... He's a pedo? He's a child molester? Jared, I hope you get fat again. Oh, wow. I did not bring up the topic of Jared. I just really pissed off a lot of people. Completely offended a lot of folks, probably. This is why I should have television at home and or / read the news, which I don't. Wow, now I feel like a ding-dong. Well, I'm sure in prison they'll probably put some Kool-Aid on his lips and make him look pretty. Come here, boy. Yep. Anywho. Okay, so we all know that Jared is no longer the spokesman for Subway. It doesn't make a difference. Their food still tastes the same. Who is their new spokesman now? Do they have a new spokesman? I guess. I'm trying to work my way out of this one. Yeah, he's gonna have his very own meet and greet. Yep. Anywho, don't drop your soap, Jared, or maybe you should. Let's see. Yeah, it was an honest mistake, because I don't have TV. Happy Gilmore is there? Oh, they don't have a spokesman. Well, I guess they can't change their slogan to Subway. It all tastes the same. What else were we talking about? Oh, NASCAR drivers. Can never trust them. No, see, no, come on, Dave. You ain't gonna get me talk about Bill Cosby and being the spokesman for pudding. You put the pudding in the pudding cup, because we all know he is an alleged bad guy. which I don't know. I should not ever comment on people. I do not watch the news. I don't read the news, and I don't watch TV. So I'm just basing what I know off what I hear. Put the pudding in the pudding pop. Yep. Yeah, it all sucks. Subway breakfast terrible, probably because it's not real eggs. TDM, I have never used the Bosch scope, their 2-channel scope. Ramon at KY Garage, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, one of the moderators, Ramon, he has that scope, and I think he's done a few videos on it, and I believe it is KY Home Garage, not KY like the jelly. I think KY like Kentucky. I believe KY is the abbreviation for Kentucky. KY Home Garage. Guy's name's Ramon. Smart guy. Maybe, what is he like? He's not Russian. Has a heavy accent like Russian. What? Lithuanian? No, I don't know. I'm not even going to begin to guess. Ukrainian? Maybe something like that. Let's see. KY Garage, yeah. KY Home Garage, I believe it is. But Ramon, he's a sharp guy, and he is a DIY guy too. Works something, does something other than fixing cars, but pretty smart guy. No, I don't, Joe. I don't have the Bosch 2-channel scope. The KY Garage must be easy to get in. Oh, that's great. That's a great thing. Anywho. Where are we at here? Oh, there we go. So Mike put up, Flat Rate Master put up the link to the KY Home Garage, which is easy to get into. That should be his slogan. He should probably change that. Anyhow, yeah, I've got to be careful about getting tired and letting loose, because sometimes, as my mother used to say, you speak before you think, boy, and that's why you're in trouble. Wait till your father gets home. And then I would probably say something really stupid after that. So, yeah, I heard the people down at the KY Garage are pretty slippery. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop talking. Oh, I tried shaving a little bit yesterday, a couple weeks ago, to do it like a little tune-up. That's not good. Shaving is bad, man. I broke out, like, I got more zits than I had when I was 15. I don't know what happened. The KY Garage, just slide on it. Okay, all right. Let's talk about something else. Somebody else changed the subject. We're gonna give it another. We'll give it another 15 minutes. Okay. I'm sorry, Ramon. If you're watching this at some point, we are not picking on your garage. You do a fantastic job, and I wholeheartedly mean that. You are a very intelligent fellow. I enjoy your videos. I do watch them at 2x though, which helps me along. Great videos, but these guys have some fantastic one-liners. We need to stop. Change the subject, because I cannot just sit here and read these and start laughing. Okay, these are great. Let's change. Why don't I have TV? There you go. That's a good question. Haven't had a TV in 13 years. Call it 12 or 13 years. 12 years again. 11, 12. Yeah, a good solid 12 years. Anyways, no TV. Number one, it's expensive. Number two, where we live, we don't have cable, because we're a country folk, and I don't want to pay for a dish. Plus, everything that's on TV is complete. Anyways, I get borderline pissed off when I go watch TV somewhere. It's like, we'll go to Vanessa's parents' house, and they have a huge TV, and like a TV in the kitchen, TV over here, TV over there, and all these freaking TVs are, and it's like, you want to watch show, you're like, oh wow, Blue Bloods is on, let's watch that, because I've watched it on Netflix. It's like, boop, it plays, you watch the whole thing. On television, you watch approximately 3 minutes of it. You get 35 minutes of commercial, and then you get another 3 minutes of show, and then more commercial of the same commercials you just watched. And by the time you're done, you're like, I don't know what Burt Reynolds is doing anymore. I don't know who's got arrested, who hasn't. And I'm physically and emotionally drained by the time I get to the end of the show, when I know I could have just went on Netflix and been like, here, let me watch the episode in its entirety. Click to, oh, look at that. Look at that great mustache he has. And then I'm done. So, yeah, so that is Burt Reynolds passed away. What in the frig is wrong with my head? First, I'm talking about Jared the child molester. Then Bill Cosby comes up. Now I find out Burt Reynolds died. What's next? Billy Mays? You guys are going to be like, oh, Billy Mays is dead. Cleo, the fortune teller, is dead. Come on. You guys can't start just raining on my parade. Good night, Jim. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Yeah. He died a long time ago. Oh. Billy Mays is dead too, and Cleo is dead, right? Everybody's pretty much against me. They'll be like, oh, you know Steve Irwin, the alligator guy? Well, he died too. Yeah. I don't believe any of you. Be like, oh, Click and Clack. You know Tom from Click and Clack, the Tappet brothers? I can't think of any more people. Elvis is not dead. He has just left the building. Everybody knows Elvis isn't dead. I should know a lot of dead people. Well, you know what? I do. Every one of you folks, because there ain't nobody getting out of here alive. That's just a fact of life. When it's up, it's up. Let's see where we at. I don't think you can say stuff like that, Jared. Maybe you can write it. Somebody deleted your comment. But I see what you're saying. Let's see where are we at here. Tom Petty. Well, I know Tom Petty died. Do I live in a cave? No, I don't. I live in what they call the country. Not like the country, not like I'm from, wherever the real country is. I just live out of town, we'll call it. How's the plow working for me? Plow's working good, except I backed into some, and now my truck's in the body shop. Other than that, the plow is working fantastic. Click and Clack, we're awesome. Click and Clack are awesome. If you're not a subscriber of Click and Clack on their podcast that comes out every Saturday, you should be, because if you're not, then you're really not a real car guy. If you're not listening to Click and Clack, the Tappet brothers. Awesome podcast, and one of only 2 podcasts that I actually listen to. Click and Clack religiously every Saturday. So wherever you download your podcast from, download Car Talk. Not a sponsor of the show. However, if you don't listen to them, sell your toolbox and shave. Yep. That's what I would say. Yeah, I know Tom is dead from Click and Clack, and it's great. And my favorite movie of all times is Cars. Ironically enough, the Disney Pixar movie Cars. There is so much in that video, or in that show, program, film, whatever you want to call it. And of course, Click and Clack played the voice of Rusty's, Lightning McQueen's manager, who is played by Owen Wilson. And I believe in Cars 3, I think I have read that they actually had to dub in Tom's voice because he had already passed away at that point. I could be way wrong on this. You're definitely going to have to watch or read up on this. But I believe they dubbed in his voice for that movie. Could be wrong on that. Anyhow. Yeah, good chow. What a great show. The movie Cars, the original Cars, that is just it is the best movie of all times, in my opinion. Batman. I just did watch the Lego 2 movie this weekend. Awesome. Because because everybody loves Batman. Yep. Yeah, I do think it is awesome that the podcast is still on also. I agree with that, AJ James. And I still listen. And I go on YouTube sometimes, and like if I'm doing like an engine job or something here, I'll just play car talk and it's in the background. And that is one of the things. Like if I'm done, usually I'm listening to various types, different genres, as you will, of music. Sometimes like today was classic rock because it's both classic and it rocks. Getting a let out with Led Zeppelin. So some days I have days like that. Some days it's some 90s alternative. Other days it might just be like Waylon Jennings and Johnny Cash. And then some days when I'm just really sick of listening to music, I will play podcasts from Click and Clack. So those are usually the musical aromas you'll hear in the air. I don't even know if that's the right word. Faye Hadley, mold mechanic, chick, hot. Any girl who turns wrenches is always going to be some fanboy that thinks she's hot all the time. It's like if you bring any girl on YouTube, people go bananas. It's like, oh my gosh, is that the woman? Me see woman. Me write bad comment. Get morons. Yes, on Pandora. No, I don't listen to any classical music. No classical music. Country, but not like hip hop, what I call hip hop. So like 2005 and newer, pretty much hip hop. Garbage, except for some, we could take a few folks off the hip hop list, like Eric Church, my man. Eric Church gonna get me some sunglasses like his. He's got some real songs. Brad Paisley, my man. Yep, but no, I don't listen to rap. Yeah, AC/DC. But yeah, mostly like if I listen to country, it's gonna be like 90s country, early 2000s, something like that. Yeah, hip hop is confused country. Honky tonk, but donkey donk. How she even get them britches on? No, I don't watch baseball, football, soccer, or hockey. I don't watch any sports. Pretty lame. And that's mostly as a result of not having a TV or reading the newspaper. I don't know who's winning or who does what. Not a big Garth Brooks fan, to be honest. And I know that's probably going to come as a surprise to some of you country folks. I've just never really, like Garth Brooks and Toby Keith, I've just never really cared for. Typically, I thumbs down their music on Pandora, so it doesn't end up back up in my playlist. I know. I probably just did some kind of cardinal sin. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, ZZ Top. I love me some ZZ Top. Nope, somebody's yelling out there. Where are we at here? Stevie Ray Vaughan. Elvis, not a big Elvis fan. Weird Al's Amish Paradise. Jedediah feeds the chickens and Jacob plows, fool. I have listened to some Weird Al and oh gosh, who was it? Somebody just wrote Stevie Ray. I don't know if they meant Stevie Ray Vaughan or who was Stevens? Me again, Margaret. Who was that guy? Kid Rock. It's once in a while Kid Rock will pop up on the country station. He sing a song, about being drunk and then he misses her and she comes to the motel. Stupid song. I listen to a lot of songs for the lyrics, and if they're stupid, like getting drunk on a plane, stupid song. What was the other country song I heard that? I'm like, this is the dumbest song I ever heard. The guy's like, I'm sitting here waiting on a deer, drinking beer, wasting bullets. I'm like, who in the hell published this guy? Like, that is the dumbest song. First of all, it's irresponsible because you're promoting sitting there waiting for a deer, drinking beer, and shooting bullets. What is wrong with your brain? How is that going to help our children? Now they just want to grow up, be like this ding dong. Like, I got me a 12 pack, a 12 gauge, and I'm going to go wait on me a deer. Where are you from? Kentucky? Come on. And then what? Well, you just get out there and get schnockered and freaking shoot your gun at your empty beer cans? That is the dumbest song I've ever heard in my life. Anyways. And you ain't going to get a deer if you're out there and you're pissed drunk and you're shooting your gun off. All right? I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not a deer biologist. I don't work for the DEC or do deer study programs, but I am 95% certain, 98% certain. If you're out there drunk shooting bullets, you ain't gonna get no deer. Bottom line. Anyways, it must have slipped out. And I didn't mean, I just said Kentucky. I didn't mean anything by that. If I offend everybody there. Yep. Yeah, Luke Bryan. I'm Luke Bryan. He always sounds like he got his nose plugged. What else we got? Yeah, Johnny Cash is the man. You know, that guy, he has got a story and he sings a story. And he's got some great stories. And he's got a really good testimony, like his whole life and, you know, all the crap he's ever gone through and like where he ends up in the end, you know, like singing song about, you know, shooting people and blowing lines of cocaine. And then, you know, he becomes a Christian in the end and is like doing stuff with Billy Graham. It's like, you know, talk about a 180, you know. So, yep. Old man in black. All right. See you later, Joe. We'll talk soon, buddy. Oh, Dwight Yoakam. Yeah, Dwight Yoakam, you know, he has got like the country twang. So what's Guitars and Cadillacs? That's the first song that comes to my mind when I think Dwight Yoakam. You know, man, that steel rod is strong in that song. And he has just got the country twang, man. He is like old school, like Randy Travis back when he could sing, you know, George Strait, like, you know, twang, you know, just good music. I like if I'm gonna listen to old country, I like the steel guitar. I think that's what makes country music is a steel guitar, in my opinion. Yeah, Johnny's Cash's video hurt. You know, yeah, he always talks out the story, and he doesn't only play but just a few chords. And but you know, he's got a story, and that's what it's about. I care less about their musical talent, but you know, it's pretty cool to, you know, hear their story. Ray Stevens, that's who I was thinking of. Anywho, I think we have accomplished quite a bit on tonight's What's Up Wednesday. We have gone along the extra 15 minutes, and our time is up. We have taken a drug test and passed. We've opened fan mail and had an embarrassing moment figuring out how to use the torque wrench to make the light come on. We had What's Up Wednesday on a Thursday. I showed you a video from my 8th grade over here on VHS and told you about it and explained that I couldn't show that. We've gotten a plastic welder that we cannot show. And I think that was it. And got some wicked sweet, made in German, caliper files. Super duper sharp. We've got some great viewers, and that includes all of you folks. So thank you for stopping in, coming over here, shooting the breeze or the word with us. We've had a great time. We've made quite a few jokes about the KY Home Garage, Ramon. Be sure to patronize the channel and go check him out. He's actually a fantastic guy. And so thank you to our blue renters that come in here, shutting down people in their bad, nasty comments. Schmitty, you're way too late, pal. You're going to have to go back through. We did have a good time. I'm going to slip on out of here, try to avoid using any more puns. We did have a good time. We got to talk about Jared at Subway and find out that he is a pedophile. It's no longer their spokesperson. Being a pedophile is not funny, but making a grave error because of my lack of knowledge of the outside world seems to be humorous to most people. We had a good time. We got to offend some people, which is always great. And I'm going to slip on out of here and head on home in the WJ after I go warm the little guy up. So I'm going to get my clicker over here and get it ready. So thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for being your best and coming in and not being a bunch of hoo-has over here in the comments. So the Blue Wrenchers don't have to delete a lot of people. And thanks for sharing your time with me, supporting us on the SMA channel and all that we do, whether it's right or wrong. And I'm going to keep on keeping on. It's time to go home. And I'm going to quietly slip out the door. Right, Bob? I got to get out of here. Anyways, I got to go. Just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for